I never thought I'd be saying this, but I'm broadcasting from the Crimson Corsairs' hidden base, the so-called Crimson Cove. After I was spirited away from the trap Void Corp laid for me, my suspicions were confirmed. My rescuer was one of the infamous Crimson Corsairs. He wouldn't say much except that we were going to see Prester John, the shadowy figure rumored to be the leader of this band of pirates. I don't mind telling you I was sweating in my spacesuit a bit, as my unlikely companion and I flew through space to meet this Prester John. When I arrived, things went far better than expected. I met Prester and was allowed to record the meeting. We'll go to that in a moment. But first, just to get you up to speed on my status as a journalist, I have been granted full access to the Crimson Cove and its personnel, but I have been asked not to show certain areas or people for security reasons. They have allowed me to continue my work and maintain my journalistic integrity, which was most unexpected. So, as long as it seems reasonable, I will cooperate with their wishes for secrecy in select areas because it seems that their cutthroat reputation may not be warranted. Let's go now to the footage of the meeting with Prester John to learn more. I was told I have you to thank for the rescue.
It was the least I could do. I was partly to blame for you being in that situation to begin with.
Excuse me?
The misfire of that processing station's defense missile was not an accident. We caused that misfire.
Why would you attack a civilian ship when you would have no opportunity to capture it?
We are not the band of cutthroats most take us to be. We are at war with Void Corp, or at least an element within the company. You had begun to suspect them of some less than savory activities yourself, but you do not know the full extent of what they have done and what they are doing.
Forgive me for asking this after you have been so unexpectedly hospitable, but how do I know you are not the cutthroats most take you to be? You are right, I do suspect Void Corp of some nefarious activities, but why would your pirates, a group until fairly recently known to prey on the innocent, suddenly take on some altruistic crusade? And isn't it convenient that the target of that crusade is an organization with a great deal of wealth to plunder?
There is nothing to forgive. We brought you here specifically so that you would ask questions and get answers. Answers from us and from Void Corp. I have evidence to show you which will help explain the situation, but first, let me address your questions about the Corsairs. You are right. Until I arrived, these men and women were just pirates out for plunder, and they did prey on the innocent. But even thieves and cutthroats have a code, and when I showed them what I am about to show you, that is when our war against Void Corp began. What you are about to see is an incident recorded about a year ago. I think it will answer some of your questions.
Shuttle from Nebula Elementary requesting docking permission for tour. Granted, Shuttle. Welcome. Shuttle to Void Corp Control. Better start the tour. A couple of our little ones aren't feeling well. I'll be taking them back to the school to see the nurse, but everyone else is on the station. You sure? We could have our station doctor see them. Thanks, VC Control, but policy requires me to take them to the school nurse. Control, why have you launched a missile? There's been a malfunction. Move away, Shuttle.
Release the docking connector, Control.
I remember seeing this. This was already released to the public some time ago. It was a tragic accident.
Yes, that was released to the public, but this is the record of that incident with the parts Void Corp cut out.
Shuttle from Nebula Elementary requesting docking permission for tour. Granted, Shuttle. Welcome. Shuttle to Void Corp Control. Better start the tour. A couple of our little ones aren't feeling well. I'll be taking them back to the school to see the nurse, but everyone else is on the station. You sure? We could have our station doctor see them. Thanks, VC Control, but policy requires me to take them to the school nurse. Please release the docking lock. Control? Control, why have you launched a missile? There's been a malfunction. Move away, Shuttle.
Release the
Move
docking
away.
connector, Control.
Move to the escape pod, kids. Mayday, 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 this is... Ceasefire! Ceasefire, for God's sake, there are children! That's worse than I could have imagined. Why would they want to kill kids?
Not kill, abduct. You heard the pilot say that most were already on the station. Void Corp abducted them and destroyed the shuttle and escape pod to cover up the abduction. This isn't the only time they've done something like this either. They are taking children. We suspect they are being abducted so that VC's Bioresearch Division can run experiments to further their organ modification and enhancement technologies. We have not found proof of that yet, but we are close. We hope you will help us.
After seeing that, and speaking with Prester John further, I am quite confident the Crimson Corsairs are on the right side, and now I am with them. Now that you're up to speed, let's take a look at the Crimson Corsairs' most recent haul. They've captured a few upgraded Palanquin shuttles, and Prester John tells me that if I hurry, I might be able to see some of them before they've been completely converted. As you can see, Crimson engineers are already busy tearing these apart so that they can be refitted into combat vessels, but as they do their work, we can get a glimpse into what upgrades Void Corp has added to them. There is now a docking camera, and this connector is now linked up to internal storage. And if we head into the shuttle's airlock, you can see it now has a vent, and the airlock is fully automated. Down in the passenger compartment, there is now internal access to cargo, and the cabin also has a vent for pressurization. There is now also a remote and autopilot timer block. We'll stop back later when the Crimson Chief Engineer is here, so we can talk to him about what they are rebuilding these shuttles into. Until next time, this is GopeScope signing off.